Okay, we got a call in here to a little condo community here, and we have not been to this particular one. Lady says that she has a drip coming from the ceiling in her bathroom, so that's not good. So apparently the overflow pan is probably full, and if it's not that, it could be anything, but we're going to go in here and find out. So I have been in quite a few of these out here, just have not been in this particular one, but they're relatively all pretty similar, so we should know our way around inside of it pretty well when we get up there. Yeah, that's not good at all. That's gonna, and then the other spot is in here in the bathroom, and that's wet now. So let's look up here and see what we see.
I reckon that light up there is on a pole chain.
Okay, I'll get it.
If you need a bulb, just holler, okay?
I'm good. I got a couple of lights. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Looks like they must have recently put a roof on it and added a ridge vent, because you can see all across the top of the unit. And you can see in the top of that T there, and it's also dripping. Must be clogged, and I see water going down the platform there. It doesn't look like it's coming out of that, but it might be. So we got to see why the primary is clogged. That's obviously something to do with that. And we'll go from there. Looks to me like somebody blew the drain from outside and blew this back up out of here. Now, that's just a guess. And back there is where the ceilings are getting wet, but it's just running down the platform there, as you can see. Getting over there somehow, so let's see if we can get this fixed. Yep, there's the cap. It came off of it. And one more thing you can see up here is somebody's put a motor in it. They've also put a blower wheel in it, and there's the box from Carrier. So whoever ordered the blower wheel left the box, the old blower wheel. The old capacitor. There's the old motor. Good Lord. And the box. So that was some nice people that did that. So I'd say that's got a little bit to do with why it is not draining out of the primary. It is glued. So in this case, I'm not going to bother trying to vacuum and whatever else. I'm just going to cut this, clear it out from there. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Cut it here because I don't know how much pipe I'm going to have. So let's just wait and see. There's a bunch of the stuff that came out of it. Just gonna wait and take that outside and see what all we get out of it. Any real play. So we're gonna have to add a coupling. Just to get back up here. I don't really like this blue stuff, but you're working with wet pipe. That's what you need. All right. So I usually just try to clear them. I tell you what, that one was just had too much crap in it to fool with, in my opinion. Of course, I will still go outside and vacuum it and make sure it's clear. And absolutely stay here and wait for it to drain. before we leave it. Clean out there to pour some cleaner down in. And I'm not worried about a vent on this one because it just goes right to the wall over there and goes straight down. There's no place for it to get the double trap effect. And I think I am going to replace this old-timey type float switch. I don't really like those. So it's a little deeper down there. I'm going to stick ours down there. And then I've got my wrench to weight down the tube. I've got my tube here running out the attic door. I'm going to drain the pan with a cool little way I like to do it. So let's change that float switch in here. And it looks to me like some brain surgeon stuck screws through the pan. Yep, I can feel the heads of them. So there's where the water's getting out of the pan. Jeez. Now that's just messed up. Figure out a way to straighten that out. So I stuck our switch over there. It's just a better spot because you can see how this pan is bent out, and it's a tough old pan. Couldn't really get it to stay. There's no room. I'm right here between I'm in a tight spot. So I just put it around the corner of what I thought was a better spot anyway. And this has got a thick top on it. You can see it's a good pan. And there's where they had it piped off. So whoever changed it or did whatever, there's no drain. It's over here, and they just elbowed it straight up. And I thought that was leaking, but obviously this noise here is leaking where they stuck that switch with screws through it. I don't know if you can see them coming through or not. But like I said, it took somebody pretty bright to do that. I don't like those anyway, much less screwing them through the pan. That's crazy. But so let's get the water out of this pan. And it'll be ready to fire back up. All right, so I ran the tube on down a little bit to the deeper part. I got it running through the wrench there. That heavy adjustable will hold that tube down in that corner right there so we can drain the majority of it. And then all I know to do is take those screws out over there and fill the holes with some silicone and hope for the best. But let's get the water out of this thing first. All right, so I'm in the bathroom. As you can see, the tube coming down out of the attic door. I'm just going to go in here and draw on it with my mouth until I see water coming down, and I'm going to stick it in the sink. So this will drain that pan pretty fast. Even though there's a bunch more water in those than they look like. This will have it out of there in a couple of minutes. So Just let it go till it quits. All right. See if we can see what was in that. That's enough to clog a P-trap. Now, all right, it is dripping, so I'm pretty sure we got it clear. Let's just see what comes out of it. Well, that light interferes, but we can see what's coming through. So there was a good bit of that in the line. So I think I'm going to go pour about a quart of probably just water in that tea and fill up that trap and just let it. We'll just flush it through one more time and we'll be good here.